Welcome back everyone to part number 50 of Mysterious TikToks. Also, this is a very special episode today because we've just hit 50 episodes here on the channel and we're almost at 30,000 subscribers. What is going on? Thank you all so much for the love, support, the comments, your likes and spending your hype points on me. Thank you all so much. And I've got something very exciting to show you all today. So I just got back from Budapest and this video right here
For those found guilty of crimes involving minors, walking into prison is like walking into a war zone. They're instantly branded, and everyone around them knows exactly why they're there. Some barely last a week before someone takes matters into their own hands. Dorm moves become death warrants. Cell pairings spark ambushes, and ignored warnings end in seconds of chaos. These are 20 inmates who died in custody after convictions involving minors. Number 20, David Bob and Graham DeLuis Conti. At the prison in Corcoran, California, Jonathan Watson had already been locked up for life when staff made a move that would change everything. They placed him in a dorm-style unit with two men who were in for crimes against children under the age of 14. 6 days later, on January 16, 2020, just after 2:30 in the afternoon, Watson snapped. An incident occurred inside the dorm area involving 48-year-old David Bob and 62-year-old Graham DeLuis Conti. Bob died same day, while DeLuis Conti passed away 3 days later in a hospital. Watson didn't try to hide. He calmly walked to prison staff and admitted what he had done. In a letter later sent to reporters, Watson said he had actually warned a counselor earlier that day that he might do something violent. What set him off, he claimed, was one of the men sitting in a shared space watching PBS Kids, which Watson saw as a direct taunt. In his words, he believed he was doing everyone a favor. Records confirmed that both men were serving life sentences, and when the Inspector General reviewed the case, they found no prison staff faced discipline for ignoring Watson's warnings or the questionable housing decision that put them together. Number 19, Andrew Alexander Thompson. In Milton, Florida, at the Blackwater River Correctional Facility, 35-year-old Andrew Alexander Thompson had only just begun serving a 45-year sentence handed down in March 2022. His charges included 12 counts tied to illegal material involving minors and another count related to an additional prohibited offense. But he wouldn't last long inside. On July 27th of that year, officers found Thompson lying face down on his bunk, showing signs of a medical emergency. His cellmate, 41-year-old Angel Velez, had already gone to a guard and said Thompson. When a nurse came to check, Velez stated he was responsible. Investigators documented the circumstances inside the cell, and by February 2023, authorities filed a second degree. Number 18, John J. Giogan. John J. Giogan had once been a Boston priest ordained back in 1962, but behind the collar.
Companion to the one we just did on Maury Island.
Edith
Because
Mose.
same
Say again?
same time frame as Maury Island.
Oh! Oh my god, what the doing? Oh, what the
You're going to be staying the night inside a terrifying and haunted cabin known as Cabin 666. Spirits, can you replicate this noise for me? Ready? We're going to knock.
What do you need help from? What was that? That was a scream.
Before that, I said it's our dad.
Whoa, what the? Oh my god! What is that? Oh shit! I'm gonna say hello, and I want to see if you can mimic this for me, okay? Hello!
Chris, what the?
No way. There's no way.
Tonight, we're going to be staying the night inside a terrifying and haunted cabin known as Cabin 666. There are some terrifying things that happen within the cabin and as well as the forest surrounding this place. Now, guys, it is absolutely horrifying once you hear these stories and the lore behind it all. And just to give you guys a little bit of understanding why this place is called Cabin 666, it's sat abandoned for quite some time, and people broke in here and did some sort of like ritualistic stuff, burnt pentagrams, weird symbols, and sixes into the wooden floor, and they're still here to this day. Pretty damn crazy.
So cool.
So,
Exciting.
yeah, very exciting. I can't. What the? That was upstairs. That was upstairs. I think actually that's where we're gonna be sleeping tonight. Okay, so just to add a little bit more information, people claim that they wake up in the middle of the night and they'll see this like shadow man in the corner of the rooms, and sometimes they'll look outside the windows and see him outside.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Okay, guys. Well, whatever. Let's just get inside. So, you guys are excited for the. Want to see more cabin videos just like this, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Chris, he's behind the camera. And one last thing, if you want to win a signed Ghost Edition hoodie from both Chris and I, make sure to comment hashtag cabin. I think that works. Yeah, comment hashtag cabin and share this video on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's it. You guys have entered in the giveaway. Got 5 hoodies to give away, so good luck. No, sorry, I thought I saw something on the window. It looked like there's 2 handprints. But I don't know if that was just like the angle of it.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. All things. Let's move on. So,
What is happening?
I'm hearing so many things right now. It's freaking me the fuck out. Okay. Well, the light's on, Chris. Very welcoming.
That's beautiful.
Ghosties! It's your boys, Jasmine, Chris. Am I stupid? Oh, nice.
I wasn't planning on it.
What is that? It's not like something is just moving straight ahead. Okay, hold on. So, it's a pretty small cabin. That's not It's not the biggest place, but we're here to really just investigate some of these scary experiences people have had. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to fire up my spirit box. If there's anyone here that wants to communicate with us, please come forward and do so. My name's Jasper.
Please prefer.
And, it is torture lady.
Oh wow. Is that Jesus? Was that you? I can't believe you literally had to get your phone to match the fucking wall of the cabin. It's so crazy.
Please don't respond.
On the internet.
On the internet, veteran. One of the stories we are sharing tonight, we found on the internet about a veteran paranormal investigator who had an experience here, supposedly. Okay, so we got a bedroom in here. Looks nice. Looks homey.
Yeah.
Night crawlers.
Worms?
Okay, so this must be it. Is this the living room? I would assume
Moving
so.
something.
Moving from that's what we heard when we first got here.
100%.
Okay, so guys, I'm gonna put this here.
Trash.
Really close.
This is just going crazy right now. This living room right here, this is the area where those symbols and satanic sort of just drawings were burnt into And they tried everything to remove the symbols. They tried buffing it out. They tried all sorts of things, but they felt like no matter what they did, it was just still there. So they covered up with a carpet, like the landlord special. Fresh
Of
coat of paint,
course, yeah.
carpet, call it a day. People, do you smell that?
No, dude.
It smells burnt, almost,
It's
right?
not very fresh.
I want to mention that these sort of things happened probably over 60 years ago, which is crazy.
Yeah, smells make it worse. I don't think
It's not that. Okay, that's strange. So this is our place. Probably going to do some sort of experiment here later with where the symbols technically are.
I'll tell you what.
What if we just rip up the carpet?
Why don't we?
What the hell was that? It feels like something collapsed up there again. What's with these chains? I wonder if there's some kinky shit, huh?
So you want to come here so bad?
You know me so well.
Political violence.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear it. So we don't know on record if anyone's died on the property. We do know that some crazy stuff has happened in the forest. So out.
See your head.
I got a Caucasian man. Ah, that hurts so bad. I mean, this is bad for me. I can imagine me.
Getting real low. I think I'm gonna sleep downstairs.
I don't know, bro. There's 2 bedrooms up here. Wait, hold on. Let's double check really quick because we actually heard like something collapsing up here. Because yeah, there's my truck. So we were literally right there. We were literally right out there. Told me story and we heard the sound like something fell up here. Now, everything's fine so far.
It's really cozy. Wow.
Very quaint. Like I said, it's a very small cabin, guys, but the history is what draws people here. And most of what people experience is really when they're sleeping. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen tonight when we fire up like the station cameras and kind of just have it running all night. And
Really excited.
see what's happening next.
So hyped.
I can't wait.
Are you there? Lovely.
I'm kidding, guys. I'm definitely terrified. We will also be going into the forest later tonight. We might do like a full-on part 2 video out there alone, but I really wanted to kind of just check it out tonight as well. Maybe 20, 30 minutes and check it out. It sounds like there's a light here. So, one of the stories is in this room in particular. Someone says they woke up and they saw what looked like a figure standing right in this corner. They said they rubbed their eyes really quick, opened their eyes back up, nothing was there. Someone says that once they woke up, came out here, looked over this kind of a catwalk area, and there's some sliding doors on there that are actually covered with curtains. They said that they saw a figure standing outside. It's a very common occurrence here in this cabin. Now, it makes you wonder, what is this shadow figure? Who is this shadow figure? Because some people don't know whether it's something from the forest and all the satanic stuff that's happened up there, the occult rituals and all the sorts, or is it something that was summoned here when it was abandoned and maybe done with all of these symbols that are etched into flooring. So, I don't know.
So excited.
A place doesn't get called Cabin 666 for nothing.
True. Could be that.
Right? Because it's only like someone's coming up the fucking stairs.
No, there's no one here.
Fuck up.
That was crazy.
They're literally saying, step.
No, I was just saying, so watch your head.
Is that short, bro?
Obviously.
Ghosties? Alright, since we're here, let's ask some questions down where the symbols are etched into.
Guys, you see what I'm dealing with right now? Like, I want to walk out. This is what it looks like. Where my head is.
Baby girl. I also kind of want to investigate the area around the cabin as well. Dude, there's so many, theories about this place. So many things that... Samantha? Hello, Samantha? Samantha, can you tell me about some of the things that have happened here? What was that? Samantha, can you replicate this noise that I'm about to make? Can you do this for me? Okay. So one of the things that people say they experience in this cabin is hearing like knocks on the front door. Russell, they say every hour like it's louder and louder. So right now, as you see, it's 8:53. So just something to keep in mind. If you hear it again. Okay, listen, guys. Things are already getting a little crazy, but there's so many things I want to try tonight, and I'm really curious to see what happens when we go to bed here. Now, hopefully, we make it to the morning. Rumor is that there isn't many paranormal investigators who have stayed here that have actually made it to the morning, because many of them have just had so many traumatic experiences that cause them to leave in the middle of the night, which is pretty damn crazy to hear.
So exciting.
Yeah.
So exciting.
So you guys are excited? Smash that like button. And with that being said, I'm gonna start things off with my night vision. We're gonna crank things up a notch here. I really want to get to the bottom of this, and I really want to use necrophonic, maybe even a voice recorder, and see if we can get in communication, or maybe something that will summon you at one point. So guys,
The ghosts. Bah. So sick.
yeah, they found remains. They never clarified what sort of remains they were. We're hoping that they're animals, because you know, goats and shit. We're saying it to make ourselves feel better. However, if it was by any chance human. Yeah, anyways, let me go get my equipment. See you guys in a sec. What happened?
You said Ouija. First word it says.
Well, guys, my night vision's on, and this is where we're about to say goodbye.
It's my name.
Oh my!
Ouija Chris. Chris with a K though. That's kind of sick.
Ouija
How do you
Chris.
spell it? You said it to me this morning. You texted me this morning. You said, "Yo, Chris with a K."
Yeah. Bro, yours are going nuts right now.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Obfuscated.
obfuscated. I actually do. I have my Ouija board in my backpack. I have it in my backpack. Should we use the Ouija board?
I was busting out.
I'm gonna bust. Sorry. Anyways. Bled out and through. What the fuck is wrong with you? Get out of here. Go. Get out.
No.
I want you to go.
Yeah. You gotta go off though.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna be nice.
Well, I would hope so. I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep.
The Galena. What is Pelican?
I was in a war zone.
I'm the battling, bro. Little battle.
I was in a war zone. What did you say?
I think you use it.
I might have to.
Last answer wins. We don't leave until we get the best answer.
How about this? Spirits, give me a sign that you want me to use the Ouija board. Goodbye, buddy. Goodbye. And should I do it? I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it to him. Alright, so what I really want to do is focus. I really want to focus on this area right here, because once again, this is the area where the symbols were found, and I have my voice recorder. I'm gonna fire up necrophonic in a second, and really just kind of focus on that sort. That was really strange. It's only something like breathe very close to me right here. Oh boy, I did not like that. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys right here. All right, spirits, here we go. So I'm gonna sit here. Samantha was killed. Earlier it said Samantha, and now it said Samantha was killed. So my question to you is, was Samantha killed in here, or was that something that happened in the forest? Can you explain that for me. Now I have my voice recorded. I'm going to fire this bad boy up. I think the plan here is I'm going to ask 3 questions, and I'm going to place it right here on the floor. So here we go. Hello, spirits of this cabin 666. My name is Yasko. I'm going to be spending the night here with my friend Chris, and I have a few questions. Question number 1 is in regards to Samantha. Samantha, were you killed inside of this cabin? Is there anything malevolent inside of this cabin? I'm going to give you free reign on this next portion. If there's anything you want to share with me, share it right now. Use your energy. Go ahead. Okay, you know what's really crazy right now? So my necro meter right now, if you look on the top, it tells you the electromagnetic frequency. It's at 50. When I place it on the floor, it spikes up to 75, almost 3/4 the way to full. Almost like there is a strong electromagnetic field right here. And that is a story that people have explained. Some serious paranormal investigators that came here with all sorts of crazy equipment and said that they believe there's a very strong magnetic field in this general area. Next, so I want to fire this up here. Take a listen.
Hello, spirits of this cabin 666. My name is Yasko. I'm going to be spending the night here with my friend Chris, and I have a few questions. Question number 1 is in regards to Samantha. Samantha, were you killed inside of this cabin?
On the steps.
Oh my god! So that just said on the steps, and that said yes. Samantha was killed here.
Is there anything malevolent inside of this cabin?
You hear something? That was almost like a breath. Very similar to what I heard in the kitchen, right?
I'm going to give you free reign on this next portion. If there's anything you want to share with me, share it right now. Use your energy. Go ahead.
Oh! What the? Oh my god! That was upstairs. That was upstairs. Oh my god, where's my flashlight? Where's my flashlight? Fuck. That was literally upstairs, bro. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave this right here. I'm gonna go check that out. It sounded like something collapsed up there. Okay, so my phone, where is it? Oh, there it is. It's still right there. Spirits, if you could use my device right there, communicator, please do. Hello? So I think I'm gonna sleep in here tonight, in this room. Undoubtedly, I'm trying to compose myself right now, but that freaked me the fuck out, and I hope you can understand. It genuinely comes to a point, guys, you have to understand, there is something fucking dark as shit here. Okay, I'm trying to... Spirits, can you give me any sort of sign to let me know you're up here?
definitely haunting this place for sure. So, Chris, can you come here for a second? Can you just sit here? Because I'm going to try something. I just want to make sure it's like not you. Just something fast. That's okay. Okay. So, I'm going to pause this for a second. Spirits, can you replicate this noise for me? Ready? We're going to knock. Close the door. Can you... Did you lock it? Okay, so Chris, what are some of the things you experience out there? Because I want you to prepare me for what I'm going to experience out there.
One of the last things I actually saw, I went to my funeral booth ago, because I was in the last facing myself. I literally think saw this thing. There was a tall shadow figure. It was probably like 15 feet tall, like standing like by the, it was right to a tree. I shot my light back and forth, and it was there both times. Going back and forth. I did it again, testing. It wasn't there. So many things were charging at me. I don't know if my flashlight was there. I don't even know, dude. It was just so uncomfortable being out there. I don't know why. Necrophonics is some crazy shit. It's a demon a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just weird being out there. It felt very uncomfortable.
So, I mean, I got really weird. You know how when you did a walk earlier, see Samantha. First thing that said when I turned it on when we were outside was Samantha was killed. So that's kind of why I was like, okay. Yeah.
She was shot. I swear to God, I always said that with the necrophonic. I used to be my friend.
Damn, that's tragic. That is really tragic. I can't wait. I can't wait. As a matter of fact, I'm probably gonna head out there soon because then I want to share with you guys the stories about this place. Really paint things in perspective for you. And then, honestly, I don't know how much we're gonna do tonight. Most of the things that people experience here, they experience while they're sleeping. So that's one thing I really want to prioritize. It sounds amazing. Prioritize some sleep for once. We don't get much of that. But I'm really curious. We're gonna set up some cameras. Probably put a camera up down here too, and just see what we experience in the realm of things. Give it a shot. So, yeah. Well, I'm gonna let this say one last thing. Use your energy, Samantha or whoever is here. Please let us know anything that you want to share. Do you have a question?
Was a woman shot and killed in the woods in the time?
Was a woman shot in here? Okay. Thank you for communicating with us. We're going to continue this outside. Alright guys, well, we'll see you out there. This is fucking crazy. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go outside for a little bit. I really don't know what to expect. Kinda just wanna give you guys a little tour of the place, show you what we're working with, and then later on we're gonna actually go deeper into the woods, which I'm not ready for. One, because it's so damn cold, but two, because of all the stories. I mean, in here is pretty creepy enough. And then, yeah, so this guy's experiencing screams out there, like someone charging at him. That's fantastic. What if it's that sort of like shadow that people see here? And what if that's what you saw?
It was tall. It was like 10, 15 foot tall. Awesome.
Okay. That's absolutely terrifying. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. So,
The familiar.
the familiar. Or is it a familiar sighting? Samantha. It's Samantha, 100%. We're communicating with Samantha. Yeah, because we only got it on my phone. So if you get it as well.
Arriving.
Arriving. Imagine, like, instead of saying, like, oh, I'm coming. Okay,
Necromancy.
I'm behind you, necromancer. Alright, I gotta stop with the jokes. I am gonna get myself killed out here. I'm gonna put my hood up because, one, guys, I am recovering from a cold.
Higher.
So, there we go. What if, hear me out. Guys, hear me out. What if I should get in the truck and just
Seriously.
So, the religion's a little stroll out here. Spirits, if you want to share anything with us, please do. That is the owner's Jeep Wrangler. I really don't plan on being on here too long, just because we're actually going to go deep. Damn, that noise from that scared the hell out of me. Ghost, come on, play.
My bus is going home.
Is that in regards to how you died? What the fuck? It's like somebody hit my
You
foot.
will not.
I will not. I will definitely go into the woods. You cannot stop me. One thing you will not do is stop.
Not adjacent.
Non-adjacent. Okay. Now what are we, math class? Oh my god. That's a scream.
Big time.
Yeah, a big time scream. Whoa, 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 what? The lady's gonna take a little stroll out here. Spirits, if you want to share anything with us, please do. That is the owner's Jeep Wrangler. I really don't plan on being on here too long, just because we're actually going to go deep. Damn, that noise from that scared the hell out of me. Ghost, come on, play.
My bus is going home.
Is that in regard to how you died? What the fuck? It's like somebody hit my foot.
You will not.
I will not. I will definitely go into the woods. You cannot stop me. One thing you will not do is stop me.
Not adjacent.
Non-adjacent. Okay. Now what are we, math class? Oh. It's a scream.
Big time.
Yep, a big time scream. Whoa, 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 what the? Oh my God! What is that? Oh shit!
Avoid.
Avoid, avoid. You're absolutely right. What the? Okay, hold on, hold on.
Reclassify.
Oh my God. How long was it? I was recording for 3 minutes and 40 seconds. It sounded like a scream in the distance and then something hurting me. What the fuck?
Why next night?
Guys. That was something knocking. Okay. We're not doing this, Spears. We're not doing this.
It's a good luck charm.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that in the slightest. And whatever that is, I don't like at all. Because that is genuinely making me so uncomfortable right now. Chris could probably hear me freaking out right now. He's like 20 feet away from me. That was like something knocking on the door. People have said that they experienced that here. Alright, Spears, can you do it again?
Hey.
Can you knock on this door for me? What the fuck? That was a handle. That was a door handle. That's what it's saying. Bro, there's nothing out here. Oh. Hello? Sleeping in here is going to be the hardest task ever. Ever. And honestly, I'm like second guessing even going in the woods, but I'm gonna make it a goal to do it and go down a trail. We were actually, when we did our research about everything, we found some trails that people say are like leading to the areas where some of the ritual stuff happened. I'm gonna be honest with Chris and tell him I can't do it.
Obnoxiously.
It's me, bro. Dude. Where are you? Where are you? Dude, I don't know if I could do it. I literally spent 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Evil attachment.
Evil attachment. I was out there, I heard a scream, and then it sounded like something charged at me, and I couldn't do it. When I was in the little sunroom area, or whatever it's called, I heard knocking, and then the doorknob rattling. I opened the door, there's nothing there. Brother, there comes a point where you're like, where till you outside of the door? too. But it's crazy. My spirit box literally said on the steps. And then I heard what sounded like someone coming up the steps.
Also asked us earlier, yes, and then we shot you. Yep.
So I wonder if the evil attachment is Samantha or is it like something, I don't know. Listen guys, there's a lot of people who have attempted to stay here and try to investigate the stuff under here and everything, but they couldn't do it. And some people leave in the middle of the night, and I honestly get it. Dude, there's something here. It's such a weird feeling. It makes you, like, you feel like you're in danger. Yeah. It genuinely is scary. Honestly, I don't know about you, I'm ready to just share the stories and then go check out the forest. I'd rather almost be in the forest than here. It's weird enough to say. Guys, I actually just shut the camera, legit. It just said, I knocked. Rabdomancy? Need items, symbols that keep trees, personal belongings, and people believe that's what's causing all of the paranormal activity here, all the demonic energy, and so on and so forth. So we figured, when in
I let you bring me these places. I still don't know why I do.
well, I give him like a muffin and he's like,
I'm the muffin man. Gotta look like him.
all right, you fire up the spirit box?
I'd love to.
Alrighty, well, spirits, if there's anyone here that wants to communicate with us, I'm Jazz, this is the Muffin Man, and
I love muffins. So the corn. I'll take chocolate chip. Close second.
alright, so start this.
Move back. Said move
Move
back.
back.
Listen, let's listen to it. It doesn't want us in here. We gotta go.
Ghosties! Come on, play! Every month.
Cool meetings every month. Every Wednesday. 3 p.m.
So, rumor is that people...
Is that a brand? Yeah.
Finding peace. Time.
I should like a little structure or something right there. You see that?
Oh, there's a one.
There's structures and there's little trees right there. They're all like piled up like that.
Pharmacy.
It's just a pharmacy, dude.
Okay.
So, people still believe that these meetings happen to this day because some people say that they see like strange old vehicles and like groups of people in them going into the forest. They're hiding from you.
Oh. I'm the 2017 hide and seek champion in my middle school. So.
Well,
Near the trees.
I'm near the trees.
well, that narrows it down.
We're just pointing out those trees.
Thanks, Spirits. It's very overgrown. This is what we were warned about.
You can see it clear as day. If you just show them, it was a road. Like it's clearly a road. Like you look at how.
Yeah,
it's
100%. So that makes sense.
You're not hearing this shit, bro.
I'm hearing a lot of stuff, but
What
that's
is
the thing
that?
about like fall time is the leaves down. If someone was to approach us, you'd hear the.
There's like there's a red. There's something right there. You see that?
There's what?
Something red in there.
Red?
Almost inside. Yeah. I can't. I'm not going in there.
Here, you want to look at this? I'll go check it out.
So sorry, my bad. Sit. Come on, be a good boy. Sit.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Bro, it looks kind of weird. From here, it looks really weird.
Historical records.
Oh, bro,
What is it?
you can't make this up. It's like a holder with a candle inside.
No way.
Yeah, brother.
Dude. That's wild.
Look at
I don't know
that.
how I saw it. It's so bright red. Feral?
Bro, this is so weird.
I'm so sorry, guys. That footage probably looked terrible because I was looking at. Guys, what's going on? Apologies.
Some of the things that people experience here. Here's crazy is that's so far off trail because the actual trail's right down here.
Yeah. Normally I wouldn't have walked this way, but. Okay.
If you want us to stop and go back, give us some sort of noise and let us know that you are here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so they don't want us to go. Let's go.
What were we saying and stuff?
The reason why we went around is going film is there's just trees down.
Yeah.
Who was that made that noise?
Speak directly.
Talk to it.
There's something like reflecting on the tree down there. I don't know if you see it.
Oh, yeah.
Is there like a trail cam here?
Might be actually. Might be it.
Alright, spirits. Let's play a game of hide and clap. So how this works is I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to make a noise just like this. I want you to replicate that noise. Let me know what direction you're in, alright? Here we go. 3. With that noise.
Speak directly.
Talk to it.
There's something like reflecting on the tree down there. I don't know if you see it.
Oh, yeah.
Is there like a trail cam here?
Might be actually. Might be it.
Alright, spirits. Let's play a game of hide and clap. So how this works is I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to make a noise just like this. I want you to replicate that noise. Let me know what direction you're in, alright? Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
I'll explore you, Kevin.
Okay.
No, Carol's fine.
She pissed off Frank. You're not going to be exploring Carol at all.
I am at the back.
I'm at the back.
Okay.
Nice going to be behind you as well.
Frank, you better get away from me.
Frank, no means no.
What is it?
Dead animal.
Well, that's what they said they use here for the sacrifices, dead animals. Goats, stuff like that.
Say Zazel.
Azazel?
Zazel.
That's a demon, right?
Okay. Yeah, Zazel.
Oh, okay. Does Azazel bust it down, or what are we talking? Okay, so Azazel's a demon. We know this. Azazel, ah! What? Holy fuck! What's wrong? Holy... You don't hear that? On my life, I... Right... The ears are ringing like crazy over me.
I don't hear anything.
Holy fuck. I gotta actually sit down for this.
Oh, sit. There's a wall.
I've never experienced anything like that in my life.
What is that? Like something in your ear? Like
Well,
pop?
dude, on my life, it was like a split second, and it was the highest pitch ringing in this ear only. This ear only. And, I feel like I could hear in like 4K.
Something messing with you or something? Like genuinely, dude, like, hello? Who's messing with Jazz?
That may be karma. For
Frank's pissed, bro.
that, like, is able to... Oh my god. I feel like there's like something oozing here, dude.
Leave tonight.
Well, we're not staying here, so.
Yeah, no, we'll be in the cabin. Good old 666 cabin.
Cabin 667?
Oh my god.
Bro, get the phone out right now. Are you doing that?
I think I'm okay. That was just the weirdest thing ever.
One of my first ever paranormal experiences was something whispering into my ear when I was a kid. So,
What did I just say about the screen?
on the screen.
Okay. It kind of does look like it's opening up, Chris, and this is what worries me. Oh shit, yeah, right down there. So apparently, they say where it opens up, that's where they would hold these sort of meetings.
Assaulted.
Salted.
I hear like things moving in bushes right now. I wonder if that means anything, because I know they say like, if one of your ears is ringing, usually someone's talking about you or something.
Okay.
But I don't know what that means, but it's like, definitely.
Who's talking about you?
Michelle Obama or something?
Oh, geez. I did say Michelle earlier.
I'm casting shadows on the ground.
Okay. Can you tell us when the last ritual took place? Can you tell us that?
When it's resolved.
Cool.
What the fuck did I just see?
Change voice.
What did you see?
It looked like there was just something that moved behind my head. Like, dark shadow.
Truth now seems ends.
You okay?
You didn't hear that?
No, I hear it. I've heard it multiple times. You good?
It's coming from my nose.
Egg.
This actually hurts. My left ear.
You want anything to raise?
No. Mama ain't raised no quitter. Watching. You're watching us? Where are you watching us from?
Cabin 6.
Okay, something just flashed.
Oh, what was that? Okay, I'm gonna take that. What is this?
Okay, I hear animals, but I just seen a flash straight ahead on my life.
Hello?
Now I'm wondering, is it one of those...
Found the item. Okay, what did I just see? Where is it? Someone's personal belongings here? Oh. Can I see? Very far. Yeah. Okay, can I see my phone for a sec?
Yeah.
So I said Washington twice. Okay. So I'm gonna fire up Necrophonic quick. Just to ask a couple of questions and hopefully get a communication with something maybe I was conjured here, or maybe something that someone wants to talk to us in general. Can you tell us what malicious, malevolent energy is here with us? Hide. Where should we be hiding from?
What's taking it?
Wind is picking it. It's crazy. Are you here with us right now, spirits?
What was the reason that who made that noise in Dad's ear? Who's that? Little voice?
Yeah, that was the girl's voice. Demon. Who was that girl that we just heard?
Dot? Female? Female?
Female, for sure. You
Yeah.
heard me. It's like you heard me.
How many people were sacrificed here on this trail? 24. 15?
When was the last ritual done here? I feel so uncomfortable right now. Okay, how many people have died in this forest?
Can you help me here?
What do you need help from? What was that? That was a scream.
Before that, I said retard. Yeah.
Hello? When was the last ritual done here? I feel so uncomfortable right now. Okay, how many people have died in this forest?
Can you help me here?
What do you need help from? What was that?
That was a scream before that. I said it's our dad. Hello? What was that? Really? No idea what I did. Who's out there?
Guys, we do a lot of camping style videos. If you're familiar with our channel, if you're, can't believe I say this, if you want us to do a full camping video in this forest, because obviously this video is more so like the cabin, but we kind of want to check this out too. If you want to see a full video here, make sure to comment #camp down in the comment section below. If we get 1,000 comments saying that, we'll make it happen, I promise.
Wow.
But right now, I'm asking very high. Most of the guys don't want to come in.
I mean,
The energy I'm feeling is very negative. I already feel like I'm being affected.
what really happens out here? Like, do people really get killed and sacrificed? Someone's cell phone. Where's someone's cell phone? How dangerous is it out here? Are we in danger right now? Should we leave?
Hey, don't move. Any of us are in the reach. It sounds like it's behind me. Chris?
I don't see anything behind me.
Are you sure?
Oh.
It sounds like there's something walking behind me.
I don't see it. I don't see it. Who's there? What the fuck? What the fuck? What is that? What is that?
Bro, it
I
sounds
don't see
like...
anything. I don't see anything. I swear I don't see anything.
I don't see anything either.
remember the story about Albania's newly instated AI minister? Well, things have gotten a bit complicated now. She's pregnant, at least that's what she claims. The whole point of creating AI officials was to cut down the cost of hiring humans, save time, and avoid human inconsistency, like taking leave for sickness or pregnancy. But here we are, with an AI minister saying she's expecting a child. Now, what's even more unbelievable is that she says she's pregnant with 83 AI babies. According to her, these AI babies will assist her in the ministerial duties once they're born. It's hard to even process that. The idea of an AI being pregnant sounds absurd enough, but the notion of her giving birth to dozens of AI children meant to help her at work, well, it's just on another level. If AI is now talking about creating its own kind, then maybe it's not just about helping humans anymore. It's moving toward building its own system, its own workforce. Imagine one day when all robots and devices we own start claiming they have children too, or worse, decide they no longer need us. The thought is wild and unsettling. Maybe AI now stands for artificial insemination. Jeez. Moving on. Two friends had gone hiking deep in the woods and decided to camp there for the night. As darkness settled, they left their tent to take a short walk, just to clear their heads. While walking through the clear forest, they suddenly heard a strange noise coming from the trees nearby. Curious, they decided to check it out. One of them had his phone out and was recording the whole thing as they slowly approached the source of the sound. When they got closer, the camera caught something eerie. On the right side of a large tree, a pale figure poked its head out. Its head was bald with no clear features that looked human. It quickly slipped back behind the tree. Then, from the opposite side, another figure appeared. This one was taller, and its eyes glowed faintly in the dark. But just like that first, its face had no detail. Before they could react, it too vanished behind the tree. The man holding the camera saw the second one and bolted immediately, realizing it was not his imagination. Something was definitely there. The footage ends abruptly after that. No one knows where exactly this campsite was, which makes the whole thing harder to explain. Some believe it could have been an animal, while others think it was a cryptid. There are forests known for strange sightings like this, creatures people call abominations or leech-like beings. What do you think it could have been?
Weird noises in the forest. What the? Oh! What the?
We have a few clips coming from Moscow, where witnesses captured what looks like a comet moving across the night sky. At first glance, it seems more like a normal celestial event of a bright glowing object streaking through the atmosphere. But here's where it gets strange. As the comet begins to dim, instead of fading into the darkness like a meteorite normally would, people notice something unusual. The bright ball of fire transforms into a structured object, almost like a saucer-shaped craft with lights around its edges. It continued flying smoothly across the sky, not falling or breaking apart. Many online are debating whether this is a meteor breaking up, military technology, or an alien craft because it doesn't seem like any regular comet we know. A recent story is making the rounds after a passenger on a flight from Istanbul captured something strange out their window while flying over the coast of Turkey. From high above, they noticed what looked like a small island in the middle of the ocean. But when the photo was zoomed in, it revealed something shocking. There were two tall humanoid figures standing upright on the island. What's odd is how visible and defined they appeared, even from that altitude. This is a lot of people thinking that they would have to be massive in size to be seen that clearly. Turkey has a long history of giants. There were ancient beings said to have roamed the land long before modern civilization. So could this photo be proof that those ancient stories had some truth to them, or is it just a shadow on the rocks? There's another strange image making rounds online, shared by a group of friends who had gone out one night to hang out. They were at a park, just taking casual photographs, when one of them snapped a picture of a girl sitting down. Behind her, you can see a stretch of green fields dimly lit by the park lights. But if you look closely into the darkness behind her, there's another figure crouched down. The shape looks like a person, but the form is blurry and hard to define. It's hazy, almost fading into the dark, so it's impossible to tell who or what it is. The strange part is that according to the friends, there was absolutely no one there when the picture was taken. So what exactly did the camera capture? Could it have been something paranormal that slipped into the frame, or was it a person that simply didn't notice at the time, passing by, or even an animal caught mid-motion? Some explorers were out investigating an old remote site when they stumbled across something incredible. It was a series of ancient petroglyphs carved and pressed into the rock walls. Among the markings and faded handprints, one stood out. It wasn't like the others. This one was much larger. With long, slender fingers with 6 digits instead of 5. The proportions didn't match any known human hand. Throughout history, there have been countless depictions of beings with elongated limbs, oversized eyes, and extra fingers or toes in both art and artifacts. These are often described as signs of gods, giants, or visitors from beyond. These 6-fingered prints are another reminder of how much of our ancient past remains unexplained. the door whenever someone rings the doorbell. If you do, you might want to think twice after hearing this story. A woman shared security camera footage from her home one night. In the video, a strange woman walks up to her front door and rings the bell. The homeowner didn't recognize her, so she decided not to open the door, instead speaking to her through the security system. After a short conversation, the stranger calmly walked away, standing by the side of the road for a while before finally leaving. It was an odd encounter, but everything seemed fine until later when the homeowner learned something terrifying. The woman who had come to her door was actually a murderer named Wanda, who had recently killed her own child, claiming she was performing an exorcism. Police discovered the crime after doing a welfare check when her son, Ramil Pierre, hadn't shown up at school for several days. It seems Wanda might have been battling some sort of mental issues. It's deeply unsettling to think about what could have happened. That homeowner had opened the door that night. Sometimes trusting your instincts and keeping your door closed might just save your life.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
Who are you? Oh. I'm Joy. Okay, and who are you looking for? Oh. All right, I'm sorry. I probably got the wrong house. Yes.
Back in 2014, someone was out at night filming a Little League baseball game in Mexico. It was just a bunch of kids playing on a field with parents and coaches nearby. Everything seemed normal until something very strange happened. On the other side of the field, two mysterious figures suddenly appeared out of nowhere. They seemed to just materialize in the frame, and no one in the crowd or on the field seemed to notice them, but the camera clearly caught it. The figures looked semi-transparent, almost as if they were cloaked or wearing something that reflected the light in a distorted way. Some viewers said it looked like they were wearing invisibility suits similar to experimental tech that bends light and hides objects. Others think it might have been a camera glitch or some sort of light reflection. But when you watch closely, the movement and timing make it hard to explain. Two humanoid shapes appeared out of nowhere, all while everyone else kept playing as if nothing ever happened. That is crazy, but could that have been interdimensional beings? If you really want to know what happens in your home when you're not around, well, just get a security camera, because the kind of footage people capture these days is unbelievable. One woman recently shared hers, and it's one of the strangest yet. She was at work when a phone sent her a notification that motion had been detected in her house. A camera was set up in the living room facing the door. She checked the images the motion sensor had captured, and one of the photos stopped her cold. It showed what looked like a headless figure standing near the wall by the door. It didn't look ghostly or transparent like you'd expect. spirit. Instead, it had a solid shape with string details around the neck area where the head should have been. There seemed to be some kind of growth or deformity on its shoulder, though the black and white image made it hard to tell exactly what it was. The woman rushed home afterwards, expecting to find something out of place, but everything was perfectly normal. Nothing was moved and no signs of anyone being there. Some people who've seen it say it looks like a zombie. Others think it might be a ghost, maybe a residual spirit, caught on camera for a split second. What do you think it could be? Almost everyone these days has a security camera or some sort of surveillance system in their home. The world doesn't feel as safe as it used to be, and people just want to protect themselves and have proof if anything goes wrong. But while we're trying to stay safe, there are new conversations happening that might make us feel the opposite, especially when it comes to privacy in our own homes. Recently, there's been an agreement between Amazon Ring and Flock Safety, a security company that works closely with the police. The partnership means that footage from Amazon Ring cameras could now be shared with Flock Safety. In other words, anything your Ring camera get to see their little one growing inside the womb. But for one couple who shared their story on Reddit, their joy quickly turned into horror. The woman was about 8 months pregnant when they went in for a routine checkup, and everything seemed normal until the ultrasound image appeared on the screen. What they saw was not what they expected. The image showed what looked like a baby, but its face was scary. Some said it looked demonic, others thought it resembled an alien. The couple immediately asked the doctor about it, and the doctor explained that ultrasound images can sometimes appear grainy or warped depending on how the sound waves bounce off the baby's face. According to him, it was likely just a technical distortion, but the couple couldn't shake the image from their minds. They left the clinic unsettled and decided to try a more traditional form of ultrasound, though no one seems to know exactly what they meant. By that, the story ends there, and we don't know who the couple was or how that baby eventually turned out, but it leaves one big question hanging. Was this just a glitch in the ultrasound machine, or was the woman carrying something inhuman? A woman who lives in a 200-year-old farmhouse said she was alone one day when she started hearing noises coming from her basement. Thinking it was rats, she went down with her phone to record. But when she reached the bottom, she found a wooden door, and out of nowhere, it started shaking as if something was pushing it from the other side. When she finally opened it, there was a narrow room behind it with stairs that went upward toward another door, one that looked like it should lead outside, but it was completely sealed shut. So what caused the first door to rattle if the hidden room was empty? Some think it could be air pressure or animals in the walls, but others believe it might be something paranormal. After all, the house is 2 centuries old, and old homes like that are known for strange energy and unexplained sounds. Could this be a haunting? you should do an episode with Julian. Julian will never go on camera, okay? Julian is like, Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. You know? Although, yeah, actually, that's a bad analogy because he did the fun with flags thing, which made me like being on camera. Julian will not ever be on camera, trust me, as far as that's concerned.
When people say stop pollution, it's not just talk or a meaningless slogan. This is exactly why it matters. Researchers studying 20-stranded bottom dolphins from Florida's Indian River Lagoon made a shocking discovery. They found that the dolphins' brains contained up to 2,900 times higher levels of a neurotoxin called 2,4-diamonobutyric acid, or DABA for short. And these levels were especially high during harmful algal bloom seasons. This toxin is known to damage brain cells and cause symptoms similar to Alzheimer's disease in humans. In other words, the dolphins were showing neurological decline directly linked to the polluted waters they lived in. It's heartbreaking and a serious warning. If pollution is causing this level of brain damage in marine animals, then what happens to the entire ecosystem and potentially to us? This next piece of footage comes from France. A man had just moved into a new apartment complex and was still settling in. One evening after returning from work, he opened the main gate and began walking down the hallway towards his apartment. That's when he noticed his neighbor standing at the doorway to the right. But something about him seemed off. The man was completely except for his right hand, which was twitching repeatedly. His face had this blank, eerie look, and he was staring straight at the newcomer. Trying to be polite, the man spoke to him, but the neighbor's responses made no sense. His words were slurred and incoherent, so the man quickly walked away. A few days later, he uploaded another clip. This time, he said he'd been hearing loud thumping sounds coming from the neighbor's apartment. He went to investigate, recording as he approached, and peering through the small gap, the camera captured a dark figure inside his neighbor's unlit room, repeatedly banging his head against the wall. That was the source of the noise, and the sight was disturbing to watch. When the footage was posted online, people were quick to react. Some were convinced the man was possessed, while others believed he was experiencing a serious mental breakdown. But eventually, it came out that the whole thing was staged. The neighbor wasn't possessed, and none of it was real. Still, the video fooled a lot of people and stirred quite a reaction. Just another reminder that not everything you see online can be believed.
J'ai emménagé à...
Je l'avais pas vu.
Pardon, je suis désolé. Je suis votre nouveau voisin.
For years, there have been countless claims and conspiracy theories about secret government experiments, particularly involving the CIA, the defense, and other shadowy institutions. They're said to have explored human hybridization or creations of superhumans. Stories often describe attempts to merge human DNA with animals, enhance intelligence or strength, or even create beings capable of telepathy, flight, or mind control. While official records confirm that the CIA once ran classified projects like MK Ultra, which focused on mind-altering drugs and psychological manipulation, there's no verified evidence that actual hybrid humans, genetically engineered supersoul, exist amongst us today. Still, some believe these experiments were never fully shut down and that a few of the subjects may now live normal lives in society unnoticed. Once again, there's more talk online about 3i Atlas, the so-called comet or mothership, depending on who you ask. The whole situation has gone from curious to completely absurd. Now scientists are advising everyone to take a vacation to spend as much time as possible enjoying life before October 29th, because something drastic is supposed to happen on that date. No one seems to know exactly what's coming. Some say it's an alien invasion, others think it's the end of the world. The truth is, nobody has any solid evidence, but the panic is spreading fast, and the part that makes it even funnier or sadder, it's already the 29th, and most of us haven't even gotten our salaries yet. So how are we supposed to even take this grand end of the world vacation? Payday hasn't even arrived. For those who actually took the warning about 3i Atlas seriously and decided to go on vacation, well, good for you. At least you got some rest out of all this chaos. But now, there's a new twist to the story. Reports are saying that 3i Atlas has slowed down, almost like it's taken a break in space. The object, which was supposedly speeding toward Earth, has suddenly paused mid-course, hovering out there like it's waiting for something. So what does that even mean? Some people think this confirms it was all a hoax from the start. Others believe the slowdown could mean something more mysterious, maybe even deliberate. Whatever the case, the whole situation has left everyone confused. Is 3i Atlas just a chunk of space rock behaving strangely, or is there more to it than what we're being told? Right now, all we know is that it's moving, and it might be the most unsettling part of all. Now we circle back to the whole 3i Atlas thing. According to the viral posts, a leaked satellite footage from China shows a massive illuminated object covered in lights. Now, the official explanation from space agencies is that 3i Atlas is a comet that was discovered months ago and is currently moving along its predicted orbit. However, NASA reactivated its Planetary Defense Coordination Office, which some are interpreting as a sign that there's more going on than what was being shared publicly. The theory goes that by December, Atlas will be close enough to Earth to be clearly visible, and that its strange glow patterns could indicate something artificial rather than icy rock. Whatever this genuine alien activity is, or if it's just another optical illusion amplified by speculation, people are definitely keeping their eyes on the sky. If Atlas truly turns out to be something else, well, it could change everything we know. But for now, it remains one of the most mysterious objects heading our way.
I personally don't really think this is like a mothership or anything like this. I think that it's a big rock with lots of tiny, weeny little ships on top of it, all operated by human beings that have come back down to Earth thousands of years later, having gone through some kind of time warp glimpse, you know? Maybe that's me.
This next piece of footage is said to come from the Pacific Northwest, captured by a drone flying over a thick forest filled with towering pine trees. At first it looks like a normal aerial view of the woods, but then something unusual appears below. On the forest floor, a large figure can be seen walking steadily through the trees. It's tall, broad-shouldered, and covered in dark fur, what many are calling a Bigfoot. Its stride looks powerful and deliberate, matching the descriptions people have given for decades. But when you look closer, something feels off. The trees in the footage appear too perfect, almost too symmetrical to be real. The light, the angles, even the way the shadows fall, looks slightly artificial. Because of this, many are convinced this video isn't genuine at all, but rather AI generated. But what do you think? This video is coming from Peru, and as you can see, the streets are filled with soldiers armed and carrying their gear. Some are even on horseback, moving through the city. At first glance, it looks like a scene from a war zone. For those who don't know, on October the 22nd, 2025, the Peruvian government declared a state of emergency in the capital city, Lima, not because of war, rather due to a massive surge in crime. Reports say violent incidents and robbery skyrocketed, forcing the military to step in to help police restore order. So what we're seeing is a city under strict security control as the army now patrols the streets to maintain law and safety. It's a very intense and serious situation for the military to step in to maintain law and order. This clip, or rather the set of images you're seeing was captured just above the Lockheed Martin facility. If you know anything about that craft, then you know this is a big deal, especially true. But what exactly is Lockheed Martin? Well, they're an aerospace company that's been behind some of the most mind-blowing aviation projects ever. From stealth bombers to experimental jets, it seemed impossible until they actually flew. Their secretive Skunk Works division is where all the real magic happens, the kind of place that keeps conspiracy theorists and UFO watchers on constant alert. Now here's where things get interesting. The object seen hovering over the facility matches descriptions of the rumored TR-3B, a triangular craft said to use advanced propulsion, maybe even reversed engineering alien tech. Some believe it's the military's ultimate black project, while others think it's something far beyond our understanding. For years, many have debated whether the TR-3B even exists at all. That is why seeing an image of such a craft over their facility is a massive deal. If anyone could reverse engineer alien technology and build an advanced spacecraft, it would definitely be these guys. Does that make these captures legit? Well, it's hard to say, but take a good look at the image and decide for yourself. 3 out of 7 people on my team think it's real, 2 are on the fence, and the rest are convinced it's fake. You've seen the footage, so what do you think? Say goodbye to baldness. Some scientists from Taiwan have finally developed a new hair growth serum that's showing incredible results. Unlike most treatments that take months or even years to progress, this serum works in just 20 days. During testing, researchers used bald mice and observed that the serum helped their hair grow back quickly and thicker. The results were so successful that they're now preparing for human trials, and if it all goes well, it could be a major breakthrough for people struggling with hair loss. If this works as claimed, expenses, procedures, and slow treatments might soon be a thing of the past because baldness could actually become curable.
Oh man, please! I need this stuff. I need this stuff. That when I was a kid, I looked like I'd eaten a whole of Bon Jovi, and now I've got this. Give me this stuff. I will be your guinea pig. Call me up.
A man shared this video showing him running out of his house into his backyard late at night. He said that a meteor had fallen right into his yard, and in the footage you can actually see a small fire still burning where it supposedly landed. It wasn't very big, but it was definitely glowing and smoking. However, there's one thing that raised eyebrows. When the camera pans around the area, there's a lighter lying on the ground nearby. That made people question the whole story. Could it have really been a meteor, or was this just a setup for attention? Well, it's hard to say without more evidence, but given that real meteors hit with extreme heat and impact, leaving clear craters and debris, this one looks a little too clean to be the real deal.
Oh my god. Ma, you see that? Found where it hit. Still burning. A damn meteor.
Next, the night sky. Over Cape Town unveils an enigmatic display as an unusual formation of clouds captures attention. Now, of course, folks start speculating, saying it's a mysterious entity cloaked in those clouds. But let's hit the pause button on the sci-fi thrill for a moment. This is what we call lenticular clouds. Lenticular clouds are lens-shaped clouds that typically form in mountains or other geographical features that disrupt the flow of air. They're not uncommon and are usually associated with stable atmospheric conditions. While lenticular clouds can sometimes appear in unusual shapes and formations, they're natural meteorological phenomena. But then, with all these strange things happening, I'll not be surprised if this is indeed not just a cloud. Having seen it yourself, what do you think? Speaking of aliens, there have been some accusations against the Mexican government that involves them having knowledge about some UFO sightings. In footage captured in the woods, the remains of a miniature alien creature comes into focus. This diminutive being possesses distinctive features, notably a disproportionately large head and small eyes. The discovery raises a plethora of questions. What could have caused the demise of this extraterrestrial entity? And what's the deal with these sudden UFO sightings in Mexico? It's like the aliens decided to spice up their travel itinerary, making a pit stop for some tacos and salsa. I mean, if you love tacos like my assistant Julius does, you wouldn't blame me for choosing Mexico. Next, we've got the blurry kind of clips we all don't like, but do pay attention. There's something rather interesting in this one. If you pay attention to the clip, you would see something or someone moving in the darkness. You don't need me to tell you that the movement patterns as well as the body of the individual being or whatever that is isn't natural. Freaked out by what his camera had recorded, the one who uploaded this stated he thought it was either a nightcrawler or alien. Personally, I'd love it to be one of these things because I'm just waiting for that clip that would confirm their existence. As much as I would want this clip to be that clip, it's simply too blurry to authoritatively state that's the case. What do you guys think though? Do you think this is authentic? Are we actually dealing with extraterrestrials and otherworldlies? Share your thoughts in the comments section.
Background, Steve, oh my word, please watch out for those rakes, yo, protect them balls, man. I love watching you, your voice is very nice. Well, thank you very much.
This strange creature was spotted on the shores of China. It looks like a stick covered in tiny hairs, and its form resembles a spider, except it has more. legs. But this isn't just some sort of stick or debris, it appears to be alive. As the person behind the camera pokes it with a stick, the creature suddenly moves its legs, revealing a surprising level of life and activity. Yet despite its movements, it still looks oddly rigid and stiff. What kind of sea creature could this be? Could it be an unknown species, or perhaps a bizarre mutation? Share your thoughts. Next, we have mysterious footage capturing an unusual phenomenon in the night sky. In the video, the sky displays two distinct tones of color, with one part appearing darker and the other brighter. The location of the incident remains undisclosed. The only certainty is that folks from Northern Virginia and undisclosed places have reported witnessing this celestial oddity. The question on everyone's mind, what in the universe is going on up there? Various theories have emerged to explain the peculiar phenomenon. Some suggest that it might be a rare and unexplained weather occurrence, while others entertain the possibility of extraterrestrial involvement. What do you think this could be? In the dense forests of a remote village in Peru, a peculiar incident unfolded. Captured. On camera for the world to witness. A tree branch seemingly severed by an unseen force fell to the forest floor. One might initially dismiss it as a natural occurrence, but local villagers hold a different perspective. The villagers expressed concern about the mysterious incident, attributing it to potential encounters with beings not of this world. Before this encounter, there had been rumors circulating about extraterrestrial entities with jetpacks, ominously referred to as face speakers, roaming the area and sometimes causing havoc. Some sections of the online community that saw this footage, on the other hand, proposed they suspect that the military might be behind this occurrence. According to them, the military may be carrying out covert operations, possibly testing advanced cloaking technologies. What do you think? Could this be aliens or military people testing a cloaking device? That brings us to our next mystery. This was captured by a group of individuals who were exploring the woods and taking photos. It was through this adventure that they noticed something strange under a tree ahead of them. Curiosity got the better of them, and they cautiously approached the area. When they got closer, this is what they saw staring at them from the cover of the foliage. The creature was about 7 feet tall, with broad shoulders covered in fur, except for its shoulders and face, which were visible. His first thought was that it might be a bear, but when you looked closely, you realized that this was not a bear, but rather a humanoid with a longer snout and pointed ears on its head. Fascinated and terrified, they took a picture as fast as they could and ran out of the area. Once they were home, they took the best-looking picture, which is what you see, and uploaded it. Everyone who saw it was convinced that it might be an actual dogman or potentially a werewolf. Looking at the image, I get why they might think that. The beast certainly has features that are befitting the description of the dogman, but due to the blurry nature of the footage, we can't fully confirm. Some say the blurred image is proof that it's fake, but could also be proof that this is real, since according to their story, they had to quickly take the picture and run out. If that alibi is to be believed, then it could have resulted in a blurry image like you see. But then again, this is the internet, so anything is possible. Imagine taking a stroll by the beach, enjoying the sea breeze through your hair and the wet sand under your feet. Suddenly, you come across a peculiar stone on the shore. Upon closer inspection, you realize that it's shaped like a face. What do you do in such a situation? Well, the person who came across this stone decided to touch it. The stone, however, came to life and snapped at the person's finger, after which it quickly sank back into the sea. Strange? Well, not really, especially if you know what this stone-faced thing truly is. It's apparently called a reef stonefish, and it's the most venomous fish. A reef stonefish is found in the shallow coastal waters of the Indo-Pacific region, particularly around coral reefs. It's known for its remarkable camouflage, blending in seamlessly with its surroundings due to its rough, wart-like skin and coloration resembling rocks or coral. Despite its unassuming appearance, the reef stonefish possesses potent venomous spines along its dorsal fin. These aren't just for decorations, they're capable of delivering a painful and potentially lethal sting to unsuspecting predators or humans who accidentally step on it. The venom can cause excruciating pain, tissue damage, and in severe cases, paralysis or even death, if not treated promptly. Reef stonefish are primarily ambush predators, lying in wait on the sea floor for prey to pass by before striking with lightning speed. Perhaps that might explain how it patiently waited for the young lad to get closer and watch. Someone in the comments section even asked what he expected. If there's a lesson to be learned here, it's that to not pick up any strange-looking stone at the beach, especially if you can't confirm if it's really a stone. The advancement of technology has indeed reached a point where the lines between reality and artificial creations are becoming increasingly blurred. This footage from Stan Winston's School of Arts showcases an impressive creation in the camera. Dog that closely mimics the movement and behaviors of a real canine. The intricacy of the mechanics allows the artificial dog to move its head and pant in a remarkably lifelike manner. The way it responds to human interactions, such as having its head rubbed, looks almost real. The level of detail and precision in the construction of these mechanical dogs is nothing short of remarkable. As technology continues to push the boundaries of what's possible, we can't help but imagine what people will come up with next. These creations serve as a testament to the convergence of artistry and engineering, don't you think? Now, what do we have here? A fish swimming in the water, nothing out of the ordinary, right? Wrong. Watch as someone picks up the fish and turns it over, and there it is, the horror. The lower part of the fish is grotesquely torn open, an empty void where the entrails should be. The fish, however, continues to swim, prompting it cascade of questions that lead us into the realm of the uncanny. Is it a zombie fish, maybe? We suspect that the fish is dead and has been infected by a water parasite that takes over the mind and body of the host. I believe it's called a hydra. Skeptics think that someone gutted a fish while it was alive and released it. After all, they do stay alive for a few seconds before finally dying, which could be what's happening here. Some, however, think that it's just a toy fish. What do you think?
Marion Lynn Bott. Hi, Steve. Glad there's a new video. Now, we like these comments as small as they are because that means you're watching. You're watching. You're watching. Just share. Keep sharing, okay?
Next up, we've got a very confusing piece of footage. In a remote location, a group of locals is gathered around what looks like a very large cloth on the ground, but it's not exactly a cloth. It resembles the shape of a giant gorilla. There's a man holding a traditional fan in one hand and a bell in the other. He circles around this costume, ringing the bell, and eventually stops at what seems to be the head of the figure. He then uses his fan to tap on the head repeatedly, and you can see the costume start to inflate, slowly coming to life. It stands firm, and as the upper torso rises, it now looks like a real gorilla. When it stands up, its back is to the camera, making the scene even more eerie. The odd audience visibly reacts with fear as the creature begins to move toward them. The whole scene is surreal. It looks incredibly real, yet it could easily be a trick. Julius thinks it's just a clever illusion, but Alan believes it might be some form of African black magic since the footage was taken in Africa. It's hard to tell what's going on here, whether it's an elaborate hoax, a traditional ritual, or something else entirely, but what do you think? This footage is an interview with Elon Musk by Jordan Peterson, where Musk mentions that Grok 3, a new AI system, is expected to be released by December. According to Musk, Grok 3 will be the most powerful AI in the world. Grok 3 is designed as an advanced chatbot with deep learning capabilities. In footage, we find a fearless individual holding in his hands a creature that sparks both curiosity and a hint of trepidation, a massive wasp. To be precise, this formidable insect belongs to the species known as tarantula hawks or spider wasps. The tarantula hawk, named for its hunting behavior, seeks out tarantulas to serve as hosts for its larvae. The wasp's sting is known for being one of the most painful in the insect world, causing temporary paralysis of its prey. This particular tarantula hawk, unlike its stinging counterparts, exhibits a remarkable absence of a sting. Very strange. The man, with a mix of bravery and intrigue, cradles the formidable insect in his hands. Do you think he found the insect stingless, or is he the reason for why it's stingless? Share your thoughts. Now, if the idea of a zombie apocalypse didn't spook you, maybe this would. Imagine walking through an underground parking lot alone and coming across this, a road divider dragging itself across the floor. Seeing it reminds me of the video games where ghosts hide in everyday furniture and items to avoid detection.
Mira, coche tu madre. Me cago en la hora, pues, weón. No, hijo de la perra.
How's this possible? Well, we can't say. While some in the original post wanted to believe it was nothing more than a prank, a number of them believed that there was some kind of supernatural force at work here. Having seen the clip yourself, what do you think might be the explanation for the situation here?
Me cago en la hora, pues, weón. No, hijo de la perra.
Something that I don't know how to explain at all. Either the government is doing something insane, or this is aliens.
What is it?
You know Google Earth, right?
Yeah.
Do you have Google Earth on your phone?
Probably not, but I'm working on it.
Okay. Well, I will do it on my phone real quick.
You have Google Earth on your phone?
Yes.
I came across this interesting video on the various paranormal platforms on the internet. It's about a set of mysterious coordinates that led to some peculiar findings on Google Earth. Curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to investigate further. Inputting them into Google Earth led me to a desolate, sandy location which had an unusual object in the middle of it. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it appears to be guarded by military tanks. This piqued my interest even more, and I started to probe the internet trying to find out what it was. Some who had seen it stated that it was a black hole that goes deep into the ground. They also added that on the opposite side of the hole is the same shaped object on the sand. There were some who also stated it was a military base and nothing more. An example is this user here who stated it's a train. The captain uses tanks as targets when they practice targets for airstrikes. This user, who apparently lived there for a while, supported the claim. There were some who thought it also looked too much like a
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow.
Oh my God, I want to take him home. We can put him in the truck. We can put him in the truck. We can put him in the truck. Look at him. Oh my God, I want to take him home.
Yo, watch this.
What the hell? You idiot!
Yo, watch this.
Struggling. I just wondered, like, this is $90.
Yeah, $700.
Sorry. This is $127.
You know you're not the same thing?
Well, they're both electronics.
This is electronics.
Struggling. I just wondered, like, this is $90.
Oh my God!
It's actually red rain. It's falling red.
Look at it running down the street.
It's like blood. I can't believe this.
Oh my God!
It's actually red rain. It's falling red.
The closest object to your right is going to make you famous.
If you use this sound, your video will either get 1,000, 10,000, or 100,000 likes. If you don't believe me, then try it yourself. If you use this sound, your video will either...
Oh my gosh, it's triplets. Okay. What is this?
Can I ask you a question? Did you make this or did you buy this?
I made it.
Can I look at it? Do you mind if I film it up close? Okay, this is insane.
But I mean, it works. I mean, the front controls front.
So you literally just made this up?
Yeah. I mean, the front guy can like do this control like this. And then...
Okay, this is crazy. Well, good job.
She started to feel like something was off with the shed in her backyard because her dog would constantly stare at it, outside. Then one day, the door suddenly swung open on its own, so she grabbed her phone and started recording as she walked closer.
I really don't get freaked out, but that door has a keypad locker. Like and it's actually hard to get in. Dutch, where are you going? Don't leave me.
As they got closer, her dog suddenly jumped back, as if there was something dangerous hiding behind the door.
Why did you just jump like that? Why did... Baby!
She started to feel like something was off.
At a New York City pet store, a woman inexplicably kicks a puppy's kennel twice. Then appears to argue with employees. And when they ask her to leave, she heads towards manager Emilio Ortiz, who's recording the incident with his phone.
Yo, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? My, thought process was keep her cool.
I told you to go practice your reading. I already did that. Where are you raising your voice at? I'm not raising my voice. I said I did it.
You know what? Why don't you go buy whatever you want?
Okay. I told you to go practice.
This gadget could literally save your life. The pepper...
Look at this. We're flying together. Hi, buddy. Can I pet you? Oh my gosh, it's so soft. Hey, your tag is out. Don't worry, though. I got you. Oh, shit.
Thank you.
Use this.
I have a boyfriend.
Yeah, that's great. Me too. So just to let you know, you have the camera on.
Oh. Ow. Ow. What the hell? You never used it before, did you say?
The Pomeranian, a tiny ball of fluff with the confidence of a lion. He's small enough to fit in your bag, but loud enough to wake the whole neighborhood. These little dogs don't walk, and they strut.
Oh well, look who's home.
Oh, hey, babe. So good to...
The owners noticed that this chicken had started acting strangely. Every morning, it would come to the door, asking to be let inside, and the woman of the house would allow it. They even set up a small, cozy nest for the bird in the corner so it could feel comfortable. Once the chicken settled into its spot, the woman would leave it alone and go about her daily chores. After some time, the chicken would start clucking loudly. That was the signal. The woman would walk it back outside and only then take a look inside the nest. There she'd find a freshly laid egg. Now tell me, would you like this kind of home egg delivery?
When this $5,000 table broke and couldn't be repaired, everyone wanted to throw it away. But this man decided to take a chance and fix it himself. At first, it looked like he was making things worse, drilling holes right into the solid wood. But there was a plan. He removed the damaged part, made a custom patch, and fit it perfectly. Then came the toughest part, hiding that massive crack. He filled it with glue, added sawdust and wood chips, then sanded it smooth until it looked flawless. And finally, after carefully painting over the repair, the table looked brand new again. You've got to give this craft...
This is genius, because this belt is changing the personal transportation industry. This wearable rig is equipped with 20 ducted fans and a lightweight frame that can lift a person up to 200 pounds. Power it on, push the joystick to lift, hover, straight, and pivot with drone-like precision. How much do you think it costs? This is genius, because this...
Hold up, sir. Stop right there.
What's up?
You're riding without a helmet. That's a violation.
Not for adults in this state. Statute 316.2065, subsection 3D, helmets only required under 16. I'm 27.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Have a good one.
Hold up, sir. Stop right there.
What's up?
You're riding without a helmet. That's a violation.
No.
For your crimes, this court...
When the bait draws a squirrel into the trap, it delivers a swift, powerful strike.
This guy made a huge mistake. He had just 1 hour to finish tiling it. This is genius, because this tool lets one person do what...
Oh, yeah? You like that? You like that? Yeah?
I cannot believe that worked, Joe. He doesn't know what's going on.
His name is Adam. Can we get him a fight?
I don't think he's ever boxing a robot. He's just sparring.
This is exactly why China is already living in 2050. They've built a stair lift that lets you simply stand and glide down alongside the staircase. But the smart part is the ending. As soon as you step off one stair, the lift automatically slides to the next one without you doing anything. And once the person steps off, the whole system quietly folds itself back inside, ready for the next use.
Hey, I got you, sweetie. Come here. You're okay, you're okay. Thank you, boy. Good boy, Max. You're safe, baby. I got you. It's all right, love.
But the city seems to love Deadpool. Oh. But the city seems to love Deadpool. Oh.
Got him? Yeah, got him. You're safe now.
Whoa, what the? Oh, what just happened?
Great, thank
This is genius. This guy finally built the tool he's been dreaming of. He started by joining several wooden boards together, then attached caster wheels at the bottom. Next, he added drywall to the back and top, then carefully assembled wooden boards one by one to form the drawers. After the screws were secured and resin applied,